Alright, good evening everyone and welcome to my latest session of Lost Judgment. We are continuing on here with the playthrough. And it was a good mix last time around. We had story developments, we had side content developments. Being that last time around we ended with a lot of side content, including the biker gang. I think what I would like to do tonight is actually advance the plot a little bit more before we get into more side content. So I think what we will do, let's head over here to the, I believe this was, did they say it was Survive Bar? It's one of the bars where we're supposed to supposedly meet up with someone who is going to know what the hell is going on. The RK and everything, like they claim to have answers. They just saved our butts over at a different bar when Somo was trying to kill us, basically, with a knife. They kind of interrupted him, which was nice of them, obviously. We were getting our asses beat. If you remember, Kaito had actually been stabbed, and we don't know what's going to happen with Kaito, but this person's demanding that we head over to this bar and meet them right away to get more answers. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Okay.
And stay down.
Ryuga Gotoku is actually the Japanese pronunciation of the mainline Yakuza game titles. I did not know that. Awesome. Okay. That's the name of the studio that makes both Yakuza and the Judgment series now. Cool. There we go. So are we going, I think this might be actually the bar from Yakuza 7 that we're heading to right now. We're supposed to meet up with this guy, whoever he is. I'm thinking we're going to probably get some pretty good answers. We've been waiting for answers for quite some time in this game. I'm thinking tonight we might get them. Chinko ball. Alright. You gotta think that this game company, Ryuga Gotoku, or whatever they're called, is probably one of the most, if not the most successful branch of Sega right now. Considering that all their games have been hits, right? It's certainly not to be people making Sonic and stuff like that. That stuff's been hit or miss, but this franchise always seems to do well. Okay. This is it. Yeah, this is Survive Bar. This is from Yakuza 7. Let's see who we're actually going to meet up with here. And by the way, guys, please let me know if the volume's okay. I don't know if I need to up it or down or whatever. Please let me know.
You the owner of Siren?
Yeah. Let's take this to the bar. Follow me.
Okay, I haven't met this guy yet. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Okay. No singing, huh? No karaoke for this guy.
So, I hear you're a Kamurocho detective.
Yeah, and you're a distant relative of Kawana's. Can I ask your name?
No need. This'll be the only time we meet. But to Kawana-kun, I guess you'd call me his uncle-in-law. Everyone's got a dumbass uncle in the family. And that's me. After all, I'm ex-Yakuza.
Based in Yokohama?
Yeah, the Seiryu clan. After I got out, I looked after the shop for 20 years. Till today.
You mean Siren, right? What'll happen to it once you've skipped town?
Squatters.
None of your concern.
Squatters move in.
Fair enough.
They drink all the liquor.
Guess you detective types can't help but ask questions.
So you two are related. I noticed you didn't mention Kawana being an alias.
Huh. Done your homework, I see.
Now that the Kawana's secret is out in the open, where should I lead the conversation next? Okay.
His real name's Kitakata. At least that's what the Kamurocho thugs call him.
You're trying to see if I'll give up his name. That's not why I'm here.
Okay. Why did you call me exactly?
Well, you see, Kawana-kun wanted me to stop by his office and grab something for him.
Such as?
A pack of cigarettes with a lighter inside.
Aha.
Thing is,
Yeah.
it was gone by the time I got there.
Don't you mean a USB stick made to look like a lighter? Let's not beat around the bush here.
See, I figured you'd grabbed it.
So of all things, Kawana wanted you to pick this up?
Yes. And he prefers to keep that content private. So, if you could just hand that over.
Now I'm curious. Care to tell me what's on here?
Would you hand it over if I did?
No. I'd still need to confirm you told the truth.
Can't you tell Kawana-kun's backed into a corner here? Asking an old man to help was his only choice. Let's be honest. I couldn't take that thing from you if I wanted to. All I can do is appeal to your sense of decency.
Well, I've got to say, that's more persuasive than threats ever would be. But if you really want me to give this up, at least let me see Kawana.
I'd consider that, but he's already long gone. He was ready to cut out at the drop of a hat.
Shout out to Twitch and Ash, who just did a super chat and said hello. Good evening, Twitch and Ash. How you doing? Thank you for the super chat. I'm getting a few questions that have absolutely nothing to do with the game. People completely disengaged from the game, apparently, even though I'm regretting the answers here I've been waiting for. Excuse me. So, Pokemon3211 is asking, out of the 3 GTA games in the upcoming Definitive Collection, which am I most looking forward to playing the most again? Gameplay-wise, San Andreas, because it does have the best gameplay and the best missions of the entire trilogy. Personally, the game I enjoy the most is Vice City because of the 80s vibe and music and that kind of a deal. But the game that needs to update the worst is GTA 3. GTA 3 is, like, annoying to play. It really is, because of the lack of checkpoints, the bugs, the frame rate issues, the gunplay is so outdated. It's not a bad game, it's just really, out of the 3 games, shows its age so badly that having these modern updates, I feel, will help GTA 3 the most. But I'm playing San Andreas first because it's under Game Pass, okay? Multiple people are asking me how did Forza go earlier today. Good. It went very well. Great graphics. Good variety of gameplay. It's basically exactly what you would expect from Forza with better graphics this time around. Did it break the mold yet? No. It's pretty much exactly par for the course of what you would expect for Forza Horizon, but it's very fun. Basically, the stream was split 50-50. Half the people liked it, half the people complained. But the people who complained don't like racing games. I guess they thought it would be something different because it was so highly rated, when in reality, it's exactly what you would expect from a Forza game. So I was happy with the stream, and I'm looking forward to more of it Thursday night. It's now going to be night streams moving forward, starting on Thursday. Okay, let's continue. So Kawana's prepared to disappear any time. In that case, I definitely can't hand over this data.
If that's the case, unfortunately, I'll need to hold on to this. A high school teacher was killed by the thugs that went after Kawana. Her name was Yoko Sawa, a young woman dedicated to her career. I'd met her while investigating the murder of a student teacher. But while trying to get her side of the story, I ended up running into Kawana outside her apartment. Do you know anything about this woman?
I don't.
You're really drawing a blank? You don't know anything about criminals coming all the way from Kamurocho just to get at Kawana? Do you at least know how they're connected to Sawa-sensei?
Again, that's a negative.
And this flash drive's my only concrete lead.
So he knows nothing, this guy.
If it's so important to Kawana, he should have come himself, rather than send a middleman.
Don't be so hard on him. I'm the one who taught him all his tricks.
Are you saying Kawana's ex-Yakuza too?
Nah, he was just your average civvy before all this. But circumstances as they were, he had no choice but to go underground. That's when he came to Ijincho, and I took him under my wing. I'm the one who suggested the handyman thing. But he took to the underground with real gusto.
What do you mean, gusto?
I'm not just talking him up. He had good reasons for diving headlong into the shadows.
Good reasons. Care to give me one or two?
No.
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter.
Oh.
Both Kawana-kun's past and his purpose.
Huh, okay. So it's very important.
That takes care of everything I have to say.
Not sure it's such a good idea for me to just let you leave.
Thinking about stopping me wouldn't be wise. This joint doesn't take kindly to that behavior.
That's why this is the safest place in Ijincho, huh?
Yep. And I'm glad your face is the last one I'll see in this city.
I can learn more about Kawana in the flash drive. Tsukumo should be able to check for encryption. Sounds pretty important that we do, right? Do I need help? No, I got like a tiny bit. Well, I'm guessing it's not a big deal. Alright. So we gotta go talk to Tsukumo and have him check out the I almost said the hard drive, the thumb drive. And see what's on it, and we're gonna finally learn about Kurama. Right, we've been waiting to learn about Kurama for a long, long time. Excuse me. Let's get our answers. So someone had asked, how was dinner? Dinner was good. It was baked chicken, it was mashed potatoes and corn, my wife's own recipe for breading. It's delicious. The lore of Metal Sonic, it's up to him to talk about. I mean, the guy's name is Metal Sonic. I'm talking about the lore of Metal Sonic. I can't really stop him. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Look out. You don't want to skateboard.
Yagami.
Oh, great. It's Claw Guy.
Oh, shit, this guy.
You were with the Yuma, right?
They say you've brought your little posse from Tokyo. You I couldn't trust an outsider.
Posse? Wait, don't tell me you think I'm RK. They're not even close to me.
Nah.
Hey, Tesso, you got this all wrong.
Great, gotta fight him out of nowhere. Oh shit, this is a new animation. I jumped the hedge and kicked him into the wall. That was really cool. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, I got all the abilities I unlocked. Sick. Oh, shit! Oh, that's a new quick time. I didn't understand it. Nice, I countered it. Snake is not working too well because I don't think there's a way to reverse his claw. And he reverses all that. See that? So I gotta go with the tiger side here. Yep, it's like a great start. Beautiful. Uh-oh. Here come more assholes. Great. Do I have a Staminon? Well, that's gonna give me too much health. This guy. Yes, beautiful. Finish him. Nice. Tesso's done already. Now I can just take out the little dudes. The big combo. Nice. Very good. Hello, DC. Good evening. Here's a haiku. Lost Judgment story is getting good at every opportunity. It is. Glad we started with story tonight. Sneak style. Slam. Shoulder rush there. The Disarm. Slam. Nice. Kicked all their asses. Beautiful. Definitely dodging the special attacks and counterattacking is coming in very handy now.
Damn it.
Come on, man. Who paid you to jump me this time?
These Kamurocho douchebags show up, strutting around like they own our city. Then I hear some teacher chick gets killed after a break-in. Fuckers. Someone let him into Ijincho, right? Right?
Look, I can see why you're pissed. But you figured coming after me was the answer?
Figured I could at least try beating a few out of you. Office visits ain't my style.
You've got to appreciate that not everyone plays by gang rules, man.
What I don't appreciate is Kamurocho trash. Now why are they here, Yagami?
I'd like to find that out myself. But I'll tell you this much, I'm not your enemy. I was first on the scene of that murder. I knew the woman personally. The culprit is RK's leader, a guy named Soma.
Shit. Serious? And why's the rest of his crew here with him? A lot of muscle just to ice one lady.
They're after a local handyman, Kawana. You know him?
Yeah, matter of fact, I do. Why they want him so bad?
I'm looking into that now. Which is why they're still after me. Not to mention they stabbed my partner. So the more you get in our way, the slower this'll go.
Gotcha.
You understand then?
How's about I make you the deal of a lifetime? So long as RK's messing around in my city. I don't mind calling you a brother.
Really? Just like that?
Sure, but I get to be Aniki, of course.
You really think this is selling it?
What you're missing here is the Liumong never target a brother. So now, if anyone lays a finger on you, the Liumong's taking their head. Same rule for all the ladies here in Ijincho. Anyone gets fresh, they become fresh meat. With me on that, brother?
Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
You take the
Besides,
offer, obviously. You
making
want the
you a
help.
brother is the only way we save face for getting our asses handed to us, you know?
Now the truth comes out.
Anyway, let me know if you get any intel on RK. Especially where that chicken shit Soma might be. Just shoot me your location and it's done. We'll give that teacher her peace. By torturing him to death.
Or so they think. I mean, they're not as badass as they think they are. But there is strength in numbers, right? Oh, let's see. DC says he actually has started playing Yakuza 7. Yakuza 6, and he's enjoying it the more he plays it. The Yakuza series is a great series. Admittedly, the older games, like I would say 1 through 4, they're more of a grind fest, and really, like, 4 is really good, but then the ending is so difficult. Like, 5 is where they start to modernize the games, and the games start to become way more newbie friendly if you're not a regular to the series. And 6 is really a fun game. It's a little weird though for you to start with 6 and not have played the other games because of the story elements. But yeah, they're all outstanding games, man. Okay, all right. So hopefully now we're finally stopped being interrupted here. We get our answers, right? Let's get in here and let's have them decipher this thumb drive and give us our damn answers. We're waiting for it. Stop bothering me. Stop interrupting me. Fake Vega, Asian Vega, trying to bother me here instead of letting me go in here and decipher the thumb drive. Look at this. He distracted me so much I went to the wrong elevator. You saw that? Couldn't even remember which elevator was the right one.
I was just thinking of calling you, Yagami-shi. I heard Kaito-san got stabbed at Siren.
Is that true, Yagami-san? What the hell happened?
Look, I promise I'll fill you in, but right now I really need Tsukumo's help.
With what?
I found a USB drive at Kawana's hideout. It was disguised to look like a lighter. We have to know what's on it.
All right, here we go. We're going to get our answers, finally.
So, Kaito-san was attacked by that Soma guy too?
Yeah, while we were chasing Kawana, Soma popped up and got him right in the gut. Almost got me too, to be honest.
You're saying one guy almost single-handedly took down the Yagami Detective Agency?
It's true. And right after, I got a call from Kawana's purported relative who wanted me to hand over the flash drive. Apparently, what's on it will tell us Kawana's true identity and goal.
When I open it, all I see is one data file.
What?
It's a video. I'll hit play once you guys are all ready. You good?
One video is going to answer all of our questions.
what's on
Okay.
there?
See
Can't
this.
take the suspense.
Kawana went to great lengths to keep this video a secret. What are we about to see? Let's find out.
Let's make it full screen.
Okay. Bullying video. It looks like it.
Come on, Mitsuru. Quit being a little bitch. I told you to take it in the face. Alright, let's do it over again, okay? Suzuki, make sure you're getting this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really fucking nail him this time.
Smile. Ready when you are.
How do these kids not understand this is evidence that they could be in trouble because they're documenting fucking physical abuse? This is legal.
What did I just say?
You go to
about
jail
being
for
a
this.
bitch? You asked for it. I'm gonna have to punish ya. Punishment! Punishment! Let's hear the punishment song, everybody! Punishment! Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Mitsuru-kun Strip Show! Stop! You little shit, did you just kick me? Huh? Too late to get tough now, Mitsuru. Show us what you got.
Don't struggle now. We want to see. We gotta get this all on camera. Aw, isn't this
You'd be
just
going to jail if you documented this, you idiot.
Oh shit, he's pissing himself.
Ew, that's so nasty.
Disgusting. Oh, look at this shit.
Every one of them would be expelled and then probably arrested. What world do they live in where you get video evidence of something like this and no one is held accountable? Seriously. So, what the fuck?
These little shits are the worst.
One of them said something about Mitsuru Kusumoto stripping?
Yeah, he was Sawa-sensei's classmate. 13 years ago, he jumped off the roof of Kurakawa Academy.
He's Reiko Kusumoto's son, right? Vice Minister of the Health Ministry? 30 years old and still in a coma.
Supposedly.
It seems we've stumbled on private video footage of Mitsuru Kusumoto being bullied.
What the fuck does this have to do with
And
Kurama?
it was on Kawana-san's secret
Kawana,
flash
excuse
drive?
me.
Why would he have this?
Right.
I don't know. But his uncle said it's our lead to Kawana's real identity and motivation.
How is this a lead?
Huh. Just a moment. This frame gives us a good look at the key players' faces. Why don't we try gleaning what we can from it?
Sounds good. Let's dig in.
The blonde kid is like the ringleader. Everyone else is just kind of going along with it. So who... Oh, hopefully we can find what we need in this video.
Hey.
Definitely this is what we want to know. Who the fuck is this asshole? Right? This is the one who is doing everything fucked up. Let's see here. Carlos asked, do you think many kids are treated like this in today's world? I don't know. When I was a kid, this kind of stuff did happen. Not to this extreme, though. Like, I was bullied. I had my stuff pulled and ripped. I got beat up and stuff. But it wasn't like, oh, let's strip him down and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? That's like sexual. That's stuff you go to jail for. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, oh, let's beat him up, hit him a few times, versus, oh, let's actually, like, sexually abuse the fucking person. Like, you go to jail for a long time for that shit now. You know? This just seems like to the extreme that from what I'm seeing here, right?
Uh-huh.
Good evening, Derek. How you doing? Jones J says, just so you know, this happens all the time in real life. Schools work with police departments to cover things like this up, especially if it involves kids of powerful parents. See, now that's different. Right. If this kid is a kid of some fucking senator, right? or a fucking, you know what I mean? You're right. If there's a politician's son, then if they want to cover it up, I can understand. That would make sense to me. So, okay, let's figure out, first of all, let's investigate this guy. The bigger guy's acting like the main bully. I've seen his face before.
If I'm not mistaken, Shinya Kawai was the bully whose name got out to the public.
Yeah.
Okay.
RK was hunting for him in Kamurocho.
Oh, that's him!
Too.
That's the guy who's dead. Okay.
I have no doubt the guy in the picture they showed me is the same guy in this video.
Okay.
Once RK came to the conclusion Kawai had been murdered, they came here to Ijincho, hunting down Kawana for whatever reason.
Did Sawa-sensei get mixed up in all this because of Kawai's case? I can't see a connection here yet. We'll learn more about Kawana or his past. I'm sure we'll make more sense out of this. Okay. Well, that one is too far away.
Suspicious.
Who is this?
This girl recording the bullying on her cell phone.
Yeah, the dunce.
Someone said her
making
name in the
evidence.
video. Suzuki.
There's another familiar face. So it all comes circling back to her, huh?
Right. This Suzuki girl has a different name now.
Hey, didn't they talk about this? She changed her name. Suzuki's her maiden name. 13 years later, her name was changed to... what was her name? I forgot. Oh, Yui, right? Yui Mamiya. She was the one, the fake groper.
Yui Mamiya.
Yep.
The victim in the Ahara harassment case. Suzuki was her last name before getting married.
Yep.
Sawa-sensei also told me that Mitsuru Kusamoto and Mamiya were classmates 13 years ago.
Yep. So we're looking at Yui Mamiya in high school.
Huh.
Mamiya-san, huh? What's she like underneath it all?
Originally, word got around that Shinya Kawai was the one bullying Mitsuru Kusamoto. After watching this, though, the truth of the matter doesn't quite line up. There were really about 10 bullies involved at the time, and Yui Mamiya was one of them.
Yep.
Yeah. If this video got leaked, Mamiya and the other students in it would be in deep shit. They're living out their lives like nothing happened, despite being the ones who drove a kid into a coma. If word got out, they'd be crucified by the public. Their jobs, their families, their lives would all change for the worse.
But the thing that gets me about it is, she also had a fucking video. She made the video, so she created corroborating evidence. I mean, yes, there's this hidden camera footage that maybe they weren't aware of, but they also made a video in 2008 of this. So stupid. With Drede says there's actually a documentary on Netflix called Bully. Oh well, I don't have Netflix, but okay, I believe you that there's been documentaries about this. Guts says the date on this video is about the time when he started watching my content on YouTube. That's about the time I started consistently posting gameplay on YouTube, actually. Yeah, 13 years ago. Okay, now who's this asshole?
This guy's face is familiar somehow.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
I don't know him either. Who is he?
I think I remember him.
The guy.
I saw him at the crime scene where Mikoshiba's body was. He was with more Kurokawa guards. He showed his ID to the Kanagawa detective. I think his name was Akaike.
That gives us an interesting perspective, doesn't it? All the people in this bullying video seem to keep popping up around our case.
Yeah. But the real question is, why was Kawana the one with the video?
It's a great question. What was this hidden camera? Who placed it? Right? Like, what was going on with this thing? Obviously, we know who this is. Despite jumping off his school's roof 13 years ago, Mitsuru Kusumoto is still clinging to life.
I feel bad for Mitsuru-kun. No one helped him, even with everything he was going through.
13 years ago, his mother was still just some nobody working at the Ministry of Health. She seems to have split with her husband and looks after her son on her own now. I don't know all the details, though.
Hey, crazy theory, but what if this husband she left was actually Kawana-san? And maybe he recorded this to secretly check on his son.
No, Kawana doesn't look like he could have a 30-year-old kid. Let's look for other possibilities.
Yeah, that's true. He looks younger than that, that's for sure. Okay.
Suspicious.
The date. So, September 17th, 2008 must be the date in school year terms. They probably just finished the summer break.
September 17th, 13 years ago. It's past 4 p.m., so this would be after school.
Oh, wait, this is...
Got something?
I just cross-referenced the date Mitsuru Kusumoto jumped.
Oh shit.
September 17th.
He might have done it right after this, like immediately after
That
this.
can only mean this video was recorded very shortly before his suicide
So this
attempt.
is direct evidence of what caused him to kill himself. Yup. This is the crucial instance of bullying that drove Mitsuru Kusamoto to attempt suicide. Wizknocker, no, part 2 of Forza is stuck in processing. It's not even stuck in, oh, it's got claimed or whatever. It's stuck in YouTube processing, which is just as bad. YouTube is messed up in so many different ways. It's just another way to screw over a video, and that video is screwed. It's stuck, and it might show up at any moment now. It could take a day. There's no way to fix it. That's YouTube's fault. YouTube sucks. Okay. Well, Lost Judgment, isn't Lost Judgment supposed to be set, like, 2 years ago? I think Lost Judgment is supposed to be 2019. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they said at the beginning of the game. Because it's pre-COVID, so. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Investigation complete. Let's see what they can surmise from this.
The video may have provided some interesting connections, but we still don't have that crucial link. The link being the reason Kawana-san came to possess this, of course.
Right. Kawana's either the one who recorded it himself, or is at least a recipient of the video from the original witness.
Kawana-san and Sawa-sensei knew each other somehow, right? Well, then, maybe Sawa-sensei recorded it 13 years ago, and then had Kawana-san look into it, as one of his handyman requests.
It's possible, but it just feels off.
Why's that?
Because of what Siren's owner said to me.
Okay.
You'll understand once you see what's on the lighter. Both Kawana-kun's past and his purpose.
Past and his purpose.
He said we'll know Kawana's true identity once we watch the video. But that hasn't been the case so far.
Yeah. What identity could we draw from a secret recording of some bullies?
Assuming Kawana's in his early 40s, he would have been about 13 years ago. What if he was a school teacher of the students in the video?
In that case, we should consult the yearbook Segura-shi brought back. The one that was in Sawa-sensei's room? You still have yet to look through it.
That's right. Let me go get it.
So if he was at the school
The way
at
you're
that
talking,
time,
I assume you've already taken a peek?
We have, but unfortunately we didn't find Kawana-san's face among the teachers.
This is the page for Mitsuru Kusumoto's class. Both Sawa-sensei and Mamiya are there too.
So the homeroom teacher was this guy.
Apparently he witnessed bullies harassing Mitsuru multiple times, yet he would overlook it. All he did was smile and tell them not to overdo it.
Right, they said that previously.
It's not Kawana. This is someone else.
We checked the rest of the teachers too, but never spotted Kawana-san.
Mitsuru Kusamoto. This picture doesn't look like it was shot for a yearbook.
Correct. He was most likely already in a coma when photo time rolled around.
Mitsuru Kusumoto attempted suicide in September. The other photos here must have been taken after that. Okay. Actually, with that in mind, I can tell just how forced their smiles are in all these pictures.
Sawa-sensei isn't smiling at all in this.
Huh. She did mention she blew off her class reunion. In fact, she hadn't kept in touch with her classmates at all.
No surprise there. Mitsuru-kun would be bound to come up at some point.
This is Yui Suzuki. She's definitely one of the girls in the video.
Yet another classmate involved with Mitsuru Kusamoto.
Seems like a bunch of the students on this page were in the video, huh?
Yeah, but I can't find Shinya Kawai in here.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. He's not in there.
If I'm not mistaken, Kawai left the school once he started catching flack for being Mitsuru-kun's bully. At least, that's what I read online.
So he wouldn't have been
No
there for
real
photos?
evidence yet, but it
He already
definitely
left?
sounds like how it would have played out.
But the truth is, there were more bullies who should have seen consequences besides Kawai.
Let's look at the yearbook a bit more. Does anything stick out as strange? Oh, boy. The homeroom teacher at the time just looked the other way, telling them not to overdo it. I know that thanks to Sawa-sensei.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job.
Hold on. If he was dismissed,
You figure something out?
the homeroom teacher at the time of the incident did take some flack. He got forced out of teaching.
Yeah? What of it?
If that's the case, couldn't this teacher in the yearbook just be filling in for the other one?
I see. That definitely sounds likely.
Oh, shit.
Let me search for the original teacher's name.
Koana was
There's
the
a
original
chance he
teacher.
won't be the same guy in the yearbook. Just give me a sec.
This guy was basically the fill-in for the rest of the year after Koana was forced to leave. Ah. Okay.
Yagamishi, I found it. The name of Mitsuru Kusumoto's former homeroom teacher. You were right. It wasn't the same teacher in the yearbook. This one's name is Yu Kitakata.
Got him.
Kitakata?
Huh? Don't tell me that's...
His real name's Kitakata. Ring any bells?
That's Kawana's real name. Soma said it to me once.
So, Kuwana-san was the original homeroom teacher?
I just found a picture. This is Kitakata-sensei from 13 years ago.
It's Kawana.
That's him, all right.
Yeah. Not only that, Sawa-sensei was part of this class, which makes Kawana her homeroom teacher too. This is the link we've been looking for.
Everything is clicked into place. Kawana-san was the linchpin of this case.
Haha.
So, 13 years ago, Yu Kitakata left teaching behind after Mitsuru-kun's incident, and became Kawana the handyman. That's what made him turn to his uncle at Siren for help. He told me Kawana tried really hard to make it in the underground. Had some good reason for it.
For living a life in the shadows? What could that have been?
Kawana stopped teaching because a student of his attempted suicide. What was he after when he went underground? Oh, no. Someone's saying they sent me a tip. Did I get it? There's no tips that have come through. I can double check that just to be sure, but no. I've seen, no tips have come through in almost an hour now. There's only been 2 tips tonight so far. One from Slayer and one from Jake. And I'm not seeing anything else, at all. Hold on. It's been incredibly slow. Yeah, no. There's been no other tips. So, no. There's been nothing else. Nope. I just double checked. So, either it didn't go through or you're lying. It's one or the other. And if it didn't go through, there's nothing I can do about that. If you guys are liking this stream and you're enjoying these plot developments and everything, please support the stream if you can, okay? Okay. To become an underground big shot, to be the world's greatest handyman, or to get revenge on the bullies? I think we know.
To get revenge on the bullies. Maybe Kawana blames the fact that he had to quit teaching on the bullies who caused it to happen. Then, maybe all his hatred got aimed at Shinya Kawai?
Possible. He was abducted 5 years ago by individuals thought to be his acquaintances.
Good evening, Joe.
You think one of them was Kuwana-san?
I wouldn't rule it out. RK might have learned of Kawana's involvement while searching for Kawai. Maybe they came to a Jinsho so they could get details on the incident from him?
Yes, that would explain RK's arrival in town as well.
Hold up. Individuals who were his acquaintances? Meaning more people besides Kuwana-san, right? Could that mean...
You got it.
If they knew Kawhi somehow, the evidence we've gathered so far should give us a clue. So, footprints left behind by someone from RK in Sawa-sensei's apartment. So the evidence would be this. The video.
We already know this.
Yep.
Oh. The students in the video?
Individuals acquainted with Kawhi. They certainly fit the bill.
Yep.
But why would they
Fellow
wind
bullies.
up abducting him?
Huh. Maybe Kawana asked for their help? No. He forced them to.
What makes you say that?
Well, Kawana had this on a secret flash drive, right? But to anyone in this video, it would be their worst nightmare for it to show up now. If it did, they'd be busted as bullies who drove a high school kid to suicide.
Yep, it'd be a real disaster for them if that got out. They'd probably be done for in the public eye.
Which means this video is Kawana's leverage. It's how he got them to go after Kawhi.
So he forced them to do it.
You think this is enough leverage to drive people to murder, though? Kawhi was killed, right?
RK is the only one saying Kawhi was murdered. No body's been recovered yet either.
Okay, hang on. I'm barely keeping up with this.
Yeah, it's a bunch of what-ifs stacked on top of each other. But there is somebody who could potentially confirm this.
Who'd that be?
Someone in the video. Mamiya, for example. I've met with her at her home. If she was involved with Kawhi's abduction, she could probably tell us what we want to know.
I agree. Yagamishi's provided a working theory that ties together the Kamurocho and Ijincho incidents. So if we can get Yui Mamiya to corroborate this, we should be able to extract even more information from her. Perhaps even including Kawana-san's whereabouts.
Yeah. Looks like he hasn't given us the slip just yet.
Man, what the hell is that guy's deal?
Mikoshiba and Sawa-sensei's murders, Ihara's alibi, Kawhi's disappearance. Kawana's most likely tied to everything. We'll get all the answers we need if we can find him.
And I guess this is bringing us that much closer?
It's a weird,
Hopefully.
weird twist
I
in the
should go see Yui
situation.
Mamiya tomorrow.
You should accompany him, Sugiurashi. Considering we seem to be kicking the investigation into high gear. With Kaito-san out of commission, I'm sure Yagamishi could use a helping hand. I'll be fine right here.
Your call, Tsukumo-kun. I'm cool with whatever.
Thanks for lending him out, Tsukumo. I'll make sure he comes back in one piece.
Okay.
Hey, don't underestimate him as a party member. He can hold his own if you let him.
So, to recap here, because man, that's a little confusing. What they're saying is Kawana is really the former homeroom teacher of this class 13 years ago. His name was Kitakata. And all these kids were bullying the other kid, and the homeroom teacher, Kitakata, knew about it, but ignored it, and basically said, just don't go so hard on him. Well, they did go hard on him to the point where he committed suicide, and someone documented all of it and kept it as evidence all this time. So eventually, when he went to commit suicide, he didn't successfully do it, but he's been in a coma for 30 years, supposedly, and this is supposed to be the son of some prominent guy, didn't they say someone in government or something? Now, in the meantime, years later, they all grow up, right? All these people grow up, and some of them end up becoming teachers and things themselves. We have another situation with another kid who gets bullied to the point where the kid commits suicide. His dad is a cop. His dad is so fed up with the situation that supposedly he kidnaps and then murders the kid's bully, who is a former student and a teacher in training. And somehow we have another situation going on where one of the former bullies of the person from 13 years ago who tried to commit suicide got kidnapped by the other bullies, and we're thinking that it was Kuwana/Kitakata who blackmailed them into doing that by showing them this video and saying, I have footage of you bullying the guy who tried to commit suicide just minutes later, so if you don't do what I tell you, I'll release this to the public and ruin your lives. So they kind of became his heavies, his gang, to do his bidding, and he used them to kidnap the head bully. For what purpose, right? Now, in the meantime, with all of this going on, RK, for some reason, is looking for that former head bully. We don't know why. Did someone hire them? Is there a reason they're looking for him? We don't know. And that's why they're looking for Kuwana/Kitakata, because they figured out he was the former teacher, and he's probably behind all of this. So they're trying to get him. In the meantime, Kitakata met with the teacher, who used to be his student, and somehow got her wrapped up in all of it, because apparently she was probably part of it from the get-go, and she gets murdered as a result. Like, this is insanely convoluted and complicated now. It's getting, like, layers, right? Layers and layers of stuff. Man, it's interesting, but it's going to get confusing. Hopefully we get more answers, right? Hooey. Okay. So now they want me to rest up, start a new day, and then the next day we can move on with more of the story. Okay. And I could do more side content, but right now, I'll be honest, I'm actually pretty intrigued by what's going on right now with the main story, so I don't think that I don't think that I want to do anything else. I think I want to kind of continue on with the story for now. Do I remember songs from GTA San Andreas? I just remember it's a lot of 1990s, like, rap and hip-hop and stuff, Derek. Like, I think doesn't
you know
it have,
how they
like,
say your life flashes before
the next
your
episode
eyes
in it?
die?
I think it does. The next episode, Dr.
That
Dre.
shit's real talk.
Saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
In that case, it's only a matter of time until Soma's arrested. So for now, we'll go after Kawana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kawana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kawana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
Yep, you are.
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment it asks for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
And he was never seen again. Walked right into a black hole. I can get back to Yokohama 99. I'm sure Sugiura has a car ready by now. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So, what could we do now? I mean, we could do, one of the cats. We could do side content if we wanted. Some of the side missions are available. But I really kind of feel like I want to focus on the story. I think the story is interesting enough tonight that I want to make it, good story progress tonight. And maybe next time around, then we'll go back to some side stuff. But I'm actually enjoying the story progress tonight and the developments we're getting right now. So I think we should keep that up. Oh, really? Those are in San Andreas. 2 tickets to Paradise, Barracuda, and White Wedding. Oh, I didn't even know that. I thought those were in White City. Well, maybe they are. Again, I don't remember. Okay. Whoa! I'm trying to reach out and see what happens. Broke every bone in my body. Okay. Okay. What's weird is it make you come all the way over here. Something gonna happen? Maybe not.
So, we off to see Mamiya? I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep, let's do it.
Yep, let's go.
Alright, let's do this. If your theory is accurate, then Mamiya was involved in both Kawai and Mikoshiba's murders. And even if that's off, we can at least learn more about Kawana-san as a teacher.
Okay. The question is, though, if they already killed one of the people involved, what's to stop them from killing off everyone if they know who they all are? Maybe she's in danger too. Mamiya. Yeah, maybe she is. Huh. We're good, Jade. Thank you for asking.
Yes?
Hi, it's Yagami. I dropped by with Genda Law the other day.
Not again.
I have just a few more questions I'd like to ask you.
Oh my god.
You told me the last visit would be your only one. Seriously, why do you keep showing up here uninvited? Please, just leave me alone.
I suppose I should mention, I'm here today as a detective, not a lawyer.
So what?
And my partner here is Sugiura. He's with an agency called Yokohama 99.
Never heard of him.
He's based in Ijincho. He's working a case. Maybe you saw it on the news? The murder of Seiryo High teacher Yoko Sawa, killed in her own apartment. You and Sawa-san were classmates in high school, is that correct? After leaving Kurokawa 13 years ago, Sawa-san moved to Ijincho to teach. Are you still there?
No, I'm
What
ignoring
is it
you.
you want? I haven't seen Yoko-chan since graduation. Now go. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Maybe you'll remember Kitakata-sensei then. I ran into him at Sawa-sensei's home right before the murder. He was your homeroom teacher at Kurokawa, but resigned after the Mitsuru Kusamoto incident. Just like you, he appears to be connected to Sawa-san.
So why am I being singled out? Can't you just ask someone else?
Believe me, it's a long list. But right now, we're here to find out how Sawa-san got mixed up in all this. You two weren't necessarily on bad terms, were you?
If I had to say, we weren't on the best terms either.
Ah, how convenient. Because that's a perspective I'd like to hear more about as well.
My husband will be home soon. Can you keep it quick?
No.
I'll give it my best shot.
Extra long. Extra
Exactly. Thanks for hearing us out.
Hold on just a moment.
lengthy. She falls for this every time. She's so stupid. They're gonna be in there for like 7 hours, grilling her.
Huh. Wonder what's going on. You don't think she bolted, do you?
Wouldn't count on it.
Should we ring again?
She's taking her sweet time. Is she trying to figure out an escape plan?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I just wanted to clean up a little.
Yeah, right. I just wanted to burn some evidence, is what she meant to say.
Is your son home today?
He's at English school right now. I have to pick him up soon.
Doesn't your husband help with any of that? You said he'd be home soon, right?
Excuse me, but you are in no place to make those kinds of comments.
Sorry. Didn't mean to pry.
Well, what is it you want to ask?
Where do I start? I have a ton of questions for her. This will take 10 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 10 questions that each takes an hour to answer. If I piss her off, we might get booted, so... Here, let's ask about Kitakata first.
Have you been in contact with Kitakata-sensei lately?
I haven't. He's someone I'd rather not have in my life.
Are you surprised that he stayed in Ijincho after resigning from the school?
No, not really.
How about the fact that now he's using an alias?
I had no clue. But again, he has nothing to do with me.
None of this seems to phase her. Maybe I should take it a step further. Okay, here we go.
Do you remember Mitsuru Kusamoto?
Yes, we were classmates in high school.
He jumped off the school's roof after his classmate Shinya Kawai bullied him. I hear he's still in a coma, 13 years later.
Weren't you going to ask me about Yoko-chan?
I was, but there seemed to be an awful lot of Kurokawa graduates surrounding this case. And strangely enough, they were all in your class. Kitakata-sensei being the prime example, as well as a guy named Akaike-san. Remember him?
Well, you're right. We were in the same class.
And would you say you're all familiar with Mitsuru Kusamoto's situation?
Yes, but that's not a warm memory for any of us.
I understand. I'm sure it's not.
Alright, we're off to a decent start. I should keep it rolling and carefully build up to our point. Okay. No, I don't swim. I haven't swam since I was like a teenager. Do I have a favorite Yakuza movie? I don't think I've ever seen any Yakuza movies. Ever. Not once in my life have I seen a movie centered around the Yakuza. No. Nope. Okay. Well, they're only giving me one more choice. Look. There's nothing else I could do. I have to ask this. Now she's gonna get pissed.
The groping was orchestrated, right?
Excuse you?
When Akihiro Ihara grabbed you on the train, you were in on that, weren't you?
Ah!
The whole thing was a conspiracy, staged to play out as it did.
You need to leave. Right now.
Dude, what gives?
No one would even think to consider a predator and his victim could be accomplices. It's unheard of. But if it was to establish a murder alibi, that's another story, considering how much lighter the sentence is. That way, Ihara got away with killing Mikoshiba, paying only a fraction of the price. But as luck would have it, proving it is going to require you to cooperate with us now.
If you don't get up this second, I am calling the police. I mean it.
It took me quite a long time to figure out how you and Ihara were connected. But once I learned Yokosawa attended Kurakawa, it all started falling into place. She was in your homeroom class. She looked after Toshiro Ihara. She was the link to everyone. But just before I could ask her about any of this, she was murdered by Kamurocho gang. That same gang has been hunting your old teacher, Kitakata-sensei.
What is it you want from me?
Amiya-san, do you have any idea where Kitakata-sensei could be? He may be Kawana the handyman, but he hasn't answered his work line since Sawa-san's murder.
I don't know. He was my teacher a decade ago. I barely remember his face.
Well, I'm willing to wager Kitakata-sensei still remembers yours. I'll prove it right now.
Oh, God.
There's no way you, Kitakata, alias Kawana, had forgotten you and Mamiya's face. The proof is the video.
See for yourself.
No.
Yep.
This was recorded at Kurakawa Academy 13 years ago. Feeling nostalgic yet? It was well hidden. Your Kitakata-sensei had it on a USB drive. He really didn't want this thing being seen. The most interesting part is the date. It's the very same day Mitsuru Kusamoto jumped off the school roof. And hanging out in the back, we see you, laughing and cheering right along with the other bullies.
Guess it's safe to say it's a good thing your family wasn't home. Wouldn't exactly want them seeing this, would we?
Has this video come up? Has Kitakata-sensei ever mentioned to you that he had it?
Please. Please delete it.
Considering the angle, I get the feeling that this was recorded in secret. And based on your reaction, did you even know it existed?
You know what happened to Mitsuru-kun. He's been in a coma ever since what you did to him that day. But still, only one of you took the fall. Shinya Kawai took all the blame. Well, sorta, being that he got fired, Kitakata-sensei took heat too. Still, you all just moved right along with your lives. You've even got happy little families. What? Are you expecting someone?
What's in the door?
Amiya-san?
What is going on? Uh-oh.
Well, I knew it would happen someday.
What do you mean?
Oh, Jesus Christ, these assholes.
Looks like she wanted some company.
The Blue Man Group. The Japanese Blue Man Group.
Come on.
And fuck you. Immediately destroyed. Into the TV. Destroyed the TV. Oh, there's blood all over the rug. Ugh. Poor kid's gonna come home. Whoa, mommy, blood.
Well, this turned into a shit show.
So let me guess, these are all the kids from that classroom.
And would you look at that?
Yep.
Our old friend Akaike-san showed up to play a part.
Yep.
So you are all working together.
You scumbags. You evil freaks.
What should we do with them? They're the jerks who hurt Tsukumo-kun, right?
Break every finger on their hand, it still won't make you even. Come on, they may have more on the way. I have an old haunt in mind we move this to. And Mamiya-san's coming with.
What, they're kidnapping her? Huh? They're kidnapping her.
Let's not cause a scene, okay? I'd hate for a finger to slip and post this video.
They are. They're kidnapping her. Are you fucking serious? Wow. They certainly have a, you know, they say means to an end. They're actually going to kidnap this woman. Holy shit. Jay, do you mean, thank you for adding you on Xbox? You're welcome if that's what you're saying.
Hey, you think this is your personal jail, Yagami?
No,
What makes you think you can keep bringing captives here?
Well, it's the safest spot we know. Doesn't it feel good to be such a reliable friend?
Yeah, Higashi, be cool. We won't be around long.
Be cool. You think time's the issue? This is about respect, man.
What's your call? We kicking him out?
Oh, quick bit of news, Higashi-san. Kaito-san got shanked in Yokohama.
What? What the fuck? Kaito Aniki? By who?
You'll know once we're done explaining. Let me introduce you to Mamiya-san first. She called up her friends to come after us just a little bit ago.
Yeah, and I'd do it again.
I don't give a shit about that. What happened to Aniki? You better have paid him back already, Yagami. Fuck those RK assholes. And how could Aniki have let him get to him like that?
Now that Higashi-san's up to speed, should we get to it? I imagine Mamiya-san doesn't want to drag this out.
What do you intend to do with me?
First, you'll tell us everything you know. We'll decide how to deal with you afterward.
Actual kidnapping, huh? Let's save, because we got so much story development here. Let's save up. I guess we continue. We interview her further. We try to find out even more about what the heck is going on in the story, and go from there, right? Heavy stuff. So at least we got all of our... We're getting a lot of our answers, at least. We still have no idea why Kitakata or Kurama is getting all of these former students involved with this whole situation going on, right? Why is the RK after the head bully? We don't know. Why did they kidnap the head bully? We don't know. How, if it at all, does this tie to Ihara and the murder of the recent bully? We don't know. We got a lot of questions. We need answers. God damn it. We need answers. Okay.